Have you ever asked yourself why you put off things you know you should be doing? Welcome to the perplexing world of procrastination, the land of "I'll do it tomorrow." It's a paradox, isn't it? We find a peculiar satisfaction in postponing tasks, indulging in the sweet nectar of immediate gratification. Yet we're simultaneously haunted by the specter of consequences looming in the not-so-distant future. This is the procrastination paradox. We're trading short-term comfort for long-term discomfort, a deal that sounds ludicrous when we actually stop to think about it. But why do we do it? Well, it's because we're caught in the relentless grip of the procrastination cycle. It's a merry-go-round that keeps spinning, powered by our own inaction. It's a cycle that begins with avoidance, spirals into guilt, and ends with a mad scramble to meet deadlines. Understanding the cycle of procrastination is the first step towards breaking free from it. So let's dive deeper, shall we? The procrastination cycle is a loop that keeps us stuck in a pattern of delay and regret. It's like a whirlpool that sucks us in and keeps us spinning in circles, never really moving forward. But how does it work? Let's break it down into 4 main stages: task avoidance, relief, task approach, and guilt. First up, task avoidance. This is where it all starts. You have a task at hand. It could be anything from a work assignment to cleaning the garage. But instead of getting started, you find yourself doing everything but that task. You might justify it by saying you're not in the right mood or you don't have enough time. That's task avoidance. Next, we have relief. Once you've successfully avoided the task, there's a sense of relief. You've dodged a bullet, at least for now. The stress associated with the task is temporarily gone, and you're free to do something more enjoyable. You might even convince yourself that you'll be more prepared to tackle it later. But then comes the task approach. At some point you have to face the music. The task is still there, looming over you like a dark cloud. The closer the deadline, the more the stress builds up. This is when you start to realize that maybe, just maybe, procrastination wasn't the best strategy after all. Finally, there's guilt. After the initial relief wears off and the reality of the task sinks in, guilt sets in. You regret not starting earlier, you're frustrated with yourself, and you promise to never procrastinate again. But oftentimes, the cycle repeats itself, and we find ourselves back at stage 1. Task avoidance. So, we move from task avoidance to relief, from relief to task approach, and from task approach to guilt. And round we go, stuck in this procrastination cycle. Recognizing these stages in your own behavior is key to breaking the cycle. Awareness is the first step towards change. Once you understand the mechanics of procrastination, you can start to dismantle it, piece by piece, and replace it with more productive habits. And that's what we'll explore in the next scene. Managing procrastination is about taking control of your time and your actions. It's about steering the wheel of your life in the direction you want, rather than letting the currents of delay and avoidance sweep you away. The first step to manage procrastination is time management. Consider your day as a landscape with hills and valleys of productivity. Try to identify when you are most productive and schedule your most challenging tasks during these peak times. Remember, time is a non-renewable resource. Once it's gone forever. So make every moment count. Next, setting clear and achievable goals. Goals are like the North Star, guiding us through the darkest nights of procrastination. Your goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, or SMART for short. When you have a clear destination, it's easier to stay on track and resist the temptation to procrastinate. Breaking tasks into manageable chunks is another effective strategy. Think of it like eating an apple. You wouldn't try to eat it all in one bite, would you? Of course not. You'd take small bites, one at a time. The same principle applies to your tasks. Large tasks can be overwhelming, leading to procrastination, but by breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks, they become less daunting and more doable. Lastly, reward yourself for completing tasks. This could be as simple as taking a short break, having a snack, or spending a few minutes on a hobby you enjoy. Rewards act as incentives, motivating you to complete tasks and avoid procrastination. Just like Pavlov's dogs, you can train your brain to associate task completion with rewards, making it more likely that you'll want to tackle those tasks head-on instead of putting them off. With these steps, you can start to take back control from procrastination. Remember, procrastination is not a character flaw or a sign of laziness. It's a habit, and like any habit, with time, patience, and a little bit of effort, it can be broken. Overcoming procrastination isn't just about managing your time, it's about changing your mindset. Now that might sound like a tall order, But it's a crucial step to permanently breaking free from procrastination. When we shift our mindset from reactive to proactive, we start to see tasks not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. We begin to understand that every task, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, brings us one step closer to our goals. And what about motivation? Well, motivation is not a magical force that only strikes at random. It's a muscle that we can train. When we consistently show up, take action, and conquer our to-do lists, we build up our motivation muscle. The rewards of overcoming procrastination are immense. You'll find yourself accomplishing more than you ever thought possible, feeling less stressed, and most importantly, feeling more fulfilled. So remember, change your mindset and you change your life. So, what have we learned about procrastination and how to overcome it? Well, we've embarked on a journey through the procrastination paradox, understanding that it's a complex cycle of delay, guilt, and stress that can trap us in counterproductive patterns. We've unpacked this cycle, exploring its stages and recognizing that awareness is the first step towards defeating it. We've also discovered simple yet effective methods to manage procrastination. From breaking tasks into manageable chunks to using time management strategies and setting realistic goals, we've seen how these tools can empower us to take control of our time and productivity. Most importantly, we've emphasized the need to change our mindset. Overcoming procrastination is not just about doing things on time, but about shifting our perspective, cultivating a positive attitude, and embracing the power of now. Remember, the power to stop procrastinating is in your hands. Take control, take action, and transform your life.